Reyson.
Mm-hmm.
I got a win. My 5th one.
Oh.
3 of which were just out of nowhere.
Okay, what we're going to be doing probably with this, and hi guys, we are getting started and getting everything set up to go. So hold on 1 second. I'm going to be turning on slow chat when I can.
Oh, there we go. I had my YouTube sound still on.
Oh. Okay. Oop. Alright, so we're having a few technical issues, guys. Hold tight. I'm sorry, but it's just YouTube acting weird. If you notice any stuttering, it's probably because of that. Because for some reason, that's just something that's happening.
Hooray for YouTube.
Yeah,
and their ever-changing system that you don't want them to change, but they still decide to go, hey, you know what, fuck it.
Yep, I know. But anyways, alright, let's just see what we got here. Advanced settings. Okay, we're going to be enabling slow mode. What that does, guys, is you're not going to be allowed to spam your friend codes. We had a lot of people doing that last time, so we're going to try and tone that down just a little bit. So, hi guys. If you want to use the if you want to use chat, that's cool, but for the first 30 minutes, we're going to be going through all of the friend codes that have been sent to me on the community tab, and all that fun stuff. And by the way, for those who are wondering, this was my summon. This is what I got for the Yun banner, or Yune banner. So, yeah. It actually worked out pretty well, I think.
What's his IVs?
Let's see. Speed plus, res minus.
Oh, that's the second best IVs you could get, basically. since you don't plan on merging him.
Yeah.
Because the speed is really good. Speed plus is really good if you don't plan on merging him. If you merge him, attack plus becomes a lot better.
Alright, so we're going to give you guys a bit of time to get in here, and then we'll be ready to go. Thank you guys for joining me, by the way. Can't wait to see the builds. Thank you. Love you, Sages. Thanks, Faux Paradox. I love you too, guys. Hi, Novadovas. Hi, Webweaver Filter. I sent Hana over Twitter last week. Should I send her again? If you want to, yes. I should still have your Hana, though. If you want me to go take a look, I will. Alright. So anyways. Hey, Sages. Hey, Louise. Lewis. God, Louise. I've been watching way too much Bob's Burgers. I'm sorry. But anyways, Lewis. Azurafia. God, Azurified. I love you too. Daniel, hey. Jamer. Jamer Jaint, I believe that is. Hi, Dreadful. Oh, yeah, that's right, Dreadful. I did promise you I would go and take a look at it. We have several that I promised I would take a look at least the first time I could in the last bit. Okay. So I need to dig those up as well. But we're going to be making sure... While I'm getting everything set up, YouTube is still being very, very weird right now. Jug is probably busy right now. I don't know. He seemed to be out right now. And Jay was just kind of someone who has been here for a long time. So, you know.
I figured.
I
was working on a live stream before this, but I said to people that I would just basically leave about 10 minutes before the stream. So
hey, Cold
here
Soup.
I am.
Hi, Tenuta. Tenuta Productions, I believe that is. Mega Sky Sword. God, T Slayer 00, J Lou, Lemmy, Mew, Teltiu, Blue Mage. Is that correct? Earth the Kid, Webweaver's still there. Leela, it's good to see you. I love you guys. Thanks for joining. I'm going to try and make sure that I connect with you guys a lot more in chat. I've been doing a really bad job with that when it comes to these things. So, thankfully, with slow mode, I can actually pay attention a little bit more. All right. Thank you, Waffle Army, for the amazing $2 super chat. Kill Lewin, sponsored by the Ophelia gang.
Hooray for Ophelia.
Okay, do you guys want to see something terrible?
It's funny because I keep saying Ophelia is probably the most broken unit of 2018. People don't believe me because they have not dealt with her before.
I mean, the funny thing is, oddly enough, the Yun banner and this one have actually been fairly great for me. So, yeah.
There was someone in my chat that had a +3 Surtur and like 900 orbs. And I've been telling him just how good this banner was, basically. Like, Surtur is a 5% chance of being pulled at 3. Yeah. Grima as well. You have 2 to 8% chance of a Pity Breaker. And so he was asking to me, should I go for Surtur on this banner or for Hector, thinking, it was much lower than this.
Hey,
I explained this
and
to him.
yes, time for another interesting maneuver. I saw that. 1 second, let me just reply to a few things because I saw a few questions here.
Okay.
Now you're looking good. Yo, guys, Sage's J, Melodanius, I believe that is. I may be wrong, really bad with names. And Lemmy, I will try to call you Felly from here on out. Hi ho. Hey there. Hey, the Bulge TM. Is that,
That's a name, all right.
All right. So, we managed to get Lewin from Yoon's banner for some absolutely asinine reason. But, guys, I'm gonna give, like, 3 or 4 minutes for, people to come in, and then we're gonna start with the first portion. But again, if you guys sent in anything from Community tab, the Twitter or Discord in the last few days, you're going to be getting priority for the first 30 minutes because that's just how it is. I want to encourage those people, to come interact with me on things like Twitter and all that fun stuff. I hope you don't mind, but I want to, make sure that those people who take the time to send in the units beforehand get a little bit of attention. Then, after that, we have like another hour and a half to go through a bunch of other units, and we're going to try to go through them as quickly as possible and fit in as many as we can, okay? Alright. Now, how are you all doing, by the way? Hey, Sages, what do you think about a bridal Surtur? I mean, Sinmara is technically already his wife, so I'm all for it. Can we get, like... I know that this sounds really, really weird to some of you, but could we get, like, a weird, super strange gender-bent banner? Just have, like, have Mars, but it's a female Marth, But Mars...
I'm really looking forward to the Bride banner of this year. I just hope it's going to be like Bride Deirdre and Groom Sigurd.
Yes, Leela, I did see your I have yours actually right here, by the way. Hi Izzy. Hi Traveler, it's good to see you, by the way. God, I didn't expect to see you here. Let me just do one thing real quick for Traveler there. Alright.
But yeah, to finish my story, the dude that was in my chat ended up summoning. He had a +3 Surtur when he started, and 900 orbs. He ended up with 300 orbs left and a +10 Surtur.
Oh my god. Wait,
this
is a
banner
build
is
showcase?
insane.
Yes, this is a build showcase, and I may do a bit of summoning, and then I may do another game if I feel like it. This is going to be something that's just kind of a mixture. I don't know. If you guys just kind of want to hang out with me, that's fine. No, Sages, shame on you for even thinking of that idea. Don't start with me. By the way, that Surtur that I had a few days ago that I got from this, I fed it to a Baruka, and I'm incredibly happy with what happened. So, I think it worked out pretty well. I hope Sages looks at my Joshua. He's done some crazy stuff for me. I will try my best, Shield Spartan. Hi, Jesus. How you doing? Hope mine made it this time. Nah, fam, Jay is gonna be more Camilla, says Melody. Okay.
What?
I guess you're more
No.
Camilla now, aren't you?
No, I don't want more Camillas for the Bride
Everybody
banner.
loves Camilla. Come on. Oh, well. Well,
Also, for the person that said an all for Lachesis, yes, I want Lachesis to be drawn by Rika Suzuki, though.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, sorry, 1 second, I'm trying to get everything going.
She's one of the most, one of the most taken artists when it comes down to FE4 character. Like, she did 5 art for Sigurd, 5 for Leaf, I think 3 for Eldigan.
Alright.
And her art style is fantastic.
I hope Heroes does something like Galas from Dragalia. Yeah, I definitely agree. I've been noticing a lot more with things like Dragalia that they've been sending out free 10 people, 10 summon tickets constantly. Saber has the best refine in all of Fae, says Earth the Kid. I disagree with that a little bit, and I'll explain my reasoning. I think Celica's is probably right up there pretty highly, as well as a few of the other ones.
It's either Alm, Est, or Katria that has the best refine. It really depends on the setting.
Katria?
Yeah, Katria, because, 16 might, 19 might actually, 3 speed, 3 def, 3 res, brave effect, cooldown -1.
Oh,
you can do a lot of stuff.
Thank you, Bayo, I love you too. Sorry, I don't mean to go over you, I'm just trying to talk to chat.
It's
okay,
fine.
Guys, we'll be starting in just a second. Dragalia is great, would recommend... Don't you mean tenfold summon? Yes, the tenfold summon, I'm sorry, but the 10, the 10 summon ticket. Say just be prepared for a close counter, Maria? Oh, God.
Oh, boy, I love
She's
to
gonna
see
be
that
the
19
kaboom
def
of
in action.
Oh, God. Katria is amazing. Yeah, I mean... Oh, boy.
She definitely is. I'd say she's slightly worse than Est in the meta we're in, but if we're talking outside the meta, like in everyday, she's probably better than Est, so that's why I put them in about equal. But yeah, like that's the 3 strongest refines so far.
Hey
easily.
Absol, how you doing? Good to see you here. Hi Virgo Zero. Fingers crosses to see my. I'm hoping. Hi Kian. Hi Charizard. Hey Jeremy. Oh God, it's so good to see all of you guys. Seriously,
A lot of people.
You are the lights of my life. Seriously, especially after such a crappy day. Okay.
It's always more fun when you're done with work and you get to just have fun with people.
I know, right? Oh God, I just looked over on Twitter and there's a bazillion things being sent to me.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
By the way, guys, if you can, come follow me on Twitter too. It's just more fun that way, and that way I can talk to you a little bit more personal, on a personal level. I try to reply to as much as possible. Hey, Sages, how good is Pan in Heroes? I still think she's really good. She's actually a pretty good Cavalier unit. As long as you happen to have her around other beast units, or by herself. That's just how I see it.
Yeah, that sounds about right. The problem is there's not enough beast unit to really make that work.
Right now, at least. But as you could probably, and I hate to say this, you could stick a solo skill on her and probably let her go hog wild a little bit. Sages.
Yes and no. The main problem that this has is the fact that you can use her with other beast unit makes her able to use bond skills pretty well.
Yep. Yo,
but
if either of you want to take a break, tag me in. See, Sages,
but the problem
I'm
with
here to have fun.
solo skills is you don't have a seal variant of this, so you can combo 2 solo skills together. So it kind of hurts in that aspect.
Hey, Sages,
there's also the fact that.
Oh God, sorry. I'm gonna answer some of these questions real quick since a lot of you are asking me questions in the chat. One, Sages, why don't you have a Twitter profile pic on? Well, that's actually because I'm trying to rebrand the channel at least a little bit. I'm trying to make it look a little bit better. In general, I want to up the quality. That's something that I've been wanting to do for a while. I have a really big edited video coming up this weekend about the mythology. Like we're going to be. I'm going to be doing a new series, and I was hoping to get you guys in on it. And what we're going to be doing is the idea and the concept of the video is called myth versus game. Basically, we're going to be taking a look at all of the mythology that comes from games, and I'm going to try to teach you where it comes from, the etymology, and everything that's in there. And hopefully, you guys will have some fun. It's going to be funny, comedic, and just kind of interesting.
Boy, I can't wait for the part with Trazir and Leaf.
Oh God! But if you have any things that you wanna, if you guys want anything else, with that, if you have any suggestions for what like mythos or any sort of mythology you would like me to dive into, feel free to just shoot it at me. I will take a look.
Also, one thing when you're going to be covering mythology, you should also see the Japanese names, because some Japanese names are completely different. For example, Rid's Japanese name is Freeze.
Yes. Well,
I wish I was joking.
I know.
It's just such a dumb name.
That's a really odd one because, considering the fact that Fjorm and all the other ones were taken directly from mythology in some ways.
Yep.
It's just kind of odd.
And then for some reason, Ilger, Guntra, and Rid doesn't have the same name in Japanese, I think.
Still upset about Yarny not being a spring unit? I know, right, Sean? Like, seriously. That was the one character that I thought that they could really just swing it, or just put in a beast unit just because bunnies, but they didn't. I guess it's technically something that just kind of works. Sages, I'm curious, who your favorite Fire Emblem character is? Right here, buddy. That's her.
I think my favorite is either Ira or Lex.
Although for some reason I haven't maxed out HM on her. Although I do, that makes me sad, but I do need to do that. The one that I actually maxed out HM on recently was really quite sad. It's Levitain, because I've been recording a lot of footage from her. Do a myth video on Persona. If I think I can make something interesting out of it, I will. What's your friend code, Sages?
Personally, you won't struggle. There's so much mythos in this. Every character in there is some kind of mythos.
Yeah,
or has some kind of
the
mythos.
first episode is actually going to be about Levitain. You're going to be learning a little bit more interesting aspects about her, as well as where her origins are from. And she has, with Norse mythology, there's a lot of fun things to dive in there. It's a little bit more intricate than you would expect. All right.
Hello, Bish.
All right, guys, I'm going to start in just a second, and yeah.
Oh, Garrick's actually a character I want from Secret Stones.
Waiting for Garrick all the way. I'm pretty sure even Gast. Isn't Garrick the one Gast wants really badly?
Yeah, Garrick is Gast's role model, literally.
Who do you plan to plus 10 next? God, that's a tough one.
In my case, it's New Year Guntra when she gets rerun.
I still have to do my Riss. My Riss is plus 9. I still have to get him going, but he's ready to go. Who's your favorite mage? Whew, that's a difficult one. I really, really have been liking, recently I've been using Soniki a lot. I made a really nice Soniki, I don't know if you guys saw that, and I've been really using her a lot. She's been a lot of fun. She's kind of grown to be my favorite, honestly. Sages...
I think Guntra was probably my favorite.
Oh yeah, Guntra's really good. I love her too. All right, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna start digging through and getting some of these codes from the community post on Twitter. If you guys sent me anything on those, be aware I'm looking, I'm checking. I see a lot of you have sent me a bunch of stuff. Hold tight, okay? You can't see it, but I'm doing the little praying and like just the thing that douchebags do a lot of. Anyways, I'm joking.
Also, Flip, since you need a good or decent archer, you could just try to plus 4 gem key, since you basically can plus 3 him for free.
All right.
Almost.
All right. And
with the extra copy, you hit plus 4.
Okay, I have a few promised things that I need to go through. First, Dreadful sent in something last week, and I need to at least show it. That's his Zelgius. He's so happy about the Zelgius that he made. I mean, not Zelgius, Zephiel. Talking.
But is it dreadful?
It's honestly something that he really, really loves, and I kind of want to show it off because he put a lot of work into the Zephiel. All right, guys. First up is this. So let's see. Let me get the image. We're gonna get the image thing set up so you guys can at least take a look-see, and then I'm going to try and make this work as best as I possibly can. Man, but it's really great to see you all. I just so we're clear, I'm not looking at chat just yet, but I'll be back in a second for you all to take a look. Let's see.
A lot of friend codes.
I know. But as I said, okay. All right. First up is the Zephiel from our friend over there, our good old pal, Dreadful Pie. All right, so. Okay, I have to ask the question, what do you think, Jay? Because what I'm seeing is a fairly well-built Zephiel. Like, seriously, distant counter, already has X-Sex.
Honestly, the one problem that this build has is just run close defense. That way you'll be able to deal with more stuff. That's literally the build I've been showcasing.
The thing is, I think that can really just... I mean, that's an S slot. It can easily be changed out without too much of a problem.
I'm just saying, because that's basically a build I showcased when I did my Tempest Trial / GHB tier list video.
Also, summoning tips, Dan S. My summoning tips... Aim for the colors you want. You'll usually get more out of that. I know some people go the whole circle, but I oftentimes just go.
That's a bad idea in general.
In general,
but yeah,
when it comes to things like that, it's just kind of eh. I sent a tweet last week as well. I will get that in a second, Hoshi. All right, guys. We're surrounded on all sides. No, you're not. You're gonna make it through this. Trust me. Wait, did this?
So there's the
the community tab does count as well. I'm just looking at our lovely Zephiel sent from Dreadful Pie over on Twitter, that's all. But again, I'm going through with all of this. I really like the Zephiel, though. The simplest options are just... I mean, it's obvious that this one is meant to...
be a tank.
General. Yeah, and it's an armored unit. He has substantial attack. Who cares about his speed? He has fantastic defenses.
Yeah, at the end of the day, if you have close def, that way you have 6 def res on every cases, and you have on top of that def res tactic, you're sitting at 42 res always, which is good against dragons. It gives you an open... It opens a few ways, especially against something like Myrrh.
Does he have Barrier Blade with a res refine? Oh, okay, well there you go.
That's also interesting.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Bear, yes, your screenshots are fine. screenshots work just as well. It's friend codes or screenshots. Either will work. I can make either work. All right. I'm going to go and dig through some of my little comments here because, of course, I have them all marked down, but it's just incredibly hard to deal with this sometimes. All right. And I hope you guys don't mind the slow chat. It's just to keep things a little bit more settled down.
So it's actually readable because otherwise you can't even follow the chat.
Yeah. Also, for those who are wondering, this is a little bit of a clarification for those who may have noticed this over on the comments for the community tab. You may have noticed that your comments have disappeared. That is actually because if you sent in a friend code, the long string of numbers, I have to go in and manually allow that comment. I can see them, but YouTube is marking them as spam, which is absolutely ridiculous. We're going to have to figure out something else for that.
Annoying. Like, there's generally someone that really helps me in a lot of videos, basically putting timestamp about just before the description of that I do for each heroes.
Yeah.
And one of his comment was actually marked as spam. I'm just
Really?
sitting here like, are you kidding me? This person has genuinely always been helpful to me and always helped me just make the video more cohesive and easy to digest.
I'm starting the timer for the first 30 minutes, guys, and during these first 30 minutes, what's going to happen is we're going to be going through all of the things that have been sent on Twitter and YouTube before we started the stream, and then we'll focus on chat. We have a long stream to go through. I hope you guys don't mind. Also, as a note, Super Chat is available, but don't abuse it, please. It won't get you any sort of, what is the word?
Attention.
Attention and priority, I would say. So, yeah. If you do Super Chat, it does help out the channel, though. Just saying. I just, last time we had a lot of people doing that, and I don't want them to just think it's necessary. Hey, Sages, how would you feel if there was a crossover ult? For example, an ult with, an ult for Ike, like, as Ganondorf, or an ult for Male Robin as Pit? Well, I mean, at that point, I wouldn't mind it. I'm just wondering, wouldn't it just be better to add Ganondorf and, you know, Pit? That's just my question, but I mean, it would be cute. I wouldn't mind it. All right, let's see. Okay,
Don't forget to remove the Zephiel.
Oh yes, that's right. I know. I'm just getting everything set up to go while I get these friend codes going. All right, so now we're gonna start actually chugging through these guys. Stick with me as we go through this. So this is Oh God. Kunshin Master. I may be butchering that name because it's very, very.
Oh boy.
Sounds German. It could be German. I'm not too sure, but he wants us to see his boy, and that is a boy. All right. All right. Well, a Roy with binding blade that has been refined for the quick riposte option that is available, as well as distant counter blue flame. And Owain died for this. Wrath 3, odd attack.
If I'm being honest,
defense. Yes.
This is pretty good. But the seal slot might want to be replaced for attack def bond.
That's what I was about to say.
Because it combos easier with blue flame and gives you more damage, which is one of the
generally with blue flame, you're going to be around people anyways. So having a bond ability is not necessarily a bad idea. And technically, with some of these bond skills like attack defense bond or attack speed bond, you're going to see more leverage out of that than say a distant. It's not that you can't make it work. It's just that it will probably help him out a bit more if you do use a bond.
Yeah, then frankly, attack smoke will probably do you better. I know you already have the skill, and
let's take a look at what he actually has.
It's definitely a lot better. It's a lot better if you're going to use a tank.
Oh boy, also, we have rally. We have a lot of stuff. Fury. Steady breath. Triangle adept. Distant count. I mean, triangle adept is what he already has, but Wrath. Attack smoke. Yep. There you go.
No follow-up can also be a pretty good option to deal with those pesky bolt fighter units.
All right, moving on to the next character. This one comes from, Sean Khan. I think I saw Sean in the comments, actually. Sean, if you can, say hi. Oh my goodness. I just saw Dropless. Thank you for the super chat. Hey, Sages, I love your stuff. I was wondering if you ever do things outside of Fae. Love your personality. I want to see you play other things. Yes, I know about that. I could go on and on about the reasons why. It's just, I don't know. I kind of get scared with YouTube, just so we're clear. It's a scary thing, and I always get fearful about moving things, but I do need to try new stuff. I definitely agree with that. So I will try my hardest and probably get back to doing things like Let's Plays fairly soon. with my
Oh,
friends
that's
like
gonna be fun.
with friends like Kish, Jay maybe, and all the other ones that are.
Ooh.
All right, so we have this very nice Sheena from Sean. At least I'm saying. Hi, there he is. Saw ya. What would you think about a mode that's more like a real Fire Emblem game? A sort of unique, sort of roguelike chain challenge where your units are temporarily reset at level 1 and retained through the challenge.
That could be pretty interesting.
Any new game mode would be fantastic. That isn't just something that is a
I feel
trying to think.
recut. Basically a recut of Arena.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Like honestly, that's the best thing. If you're going to do a mode that's based more on PVM,
I can see with this the Sheena, you have really gone the distance here. +7. So how long is this taking you, Sean? Just wondering if you can.
I'm confused for Deflect Magic with 39 res.
Well,
actually 41 even.
Well, I'm that's a little bit awkward to me. We'll talk about that in a second too. But of course, Distant Counter, Vengeful Fighter, and Armor March. You murdered quite a few exclusive units. Aether as well. Sack of Gifts. I love Sack of Gifts. I don't know why, but it's such a fun weapon.
It's such a good weapon in general.
Right?
It's very underrated. Very underrated.
So just seeing this Sheena lug around a huge sack of things is just hilarious to me. And honestly,
At the same time, if you're going to use Aether, it might be preferable for you to run
holy crap!
A slaying weapon, actually.
Oh my god! Hack-a-lantern,
I think this person likes Sheena.
Good. Rally.
Hack-a-lantern was a pain in my ass.
Chilling Wind, Lacey's Escotian, Fortress Defense, and Res 3. Oh my god.
I think I had to deal with a Sheena that had a Jack-o'-lantern, or however it's called. And I had to deal with that with a Gwen on the Gwen bonus.
Oh, thank you, Lemmy Lover, for the 99-cent super chat. Oh, Boot Air? No. My Arden has been sent to you by Twitter. Thank you, Patron Blur. She's still my work in progress. I will look when I can. Okay. How about a Mario and Luigi side story variation with the remakes? The Bowser Jr.'s Journey and Bowser's Minion kind of story, but use Fire Emblem characters? The chapters all merged into one level? I mean, the way I see it, any new game mode would be fantastic. By the way, Sean, I loved your Sheena. Thank you for sending her in. All right, moving on. I'm going to go over and continue to go down this list that I have here. Guys, thank you so much for sending in all of your lovely, lovely characters. I'm going to try and get everyone we can. As I said, moving as quickly as I possibly can. So let's go.
Honestly, the idea of getting your level just getting reset for a PVM mode would be fantastic.
Oh, yes,
it's actually really interesting.
Oh, there we go. That's right. This is the... I wanted to show off Arcade's Silence character, at least one of them. I think I'm gonna go with Arcade's Kaze, because they sent this one in and it was really very nice. So are you ready?
Oh.
Yes. Let's see. All right. And I'm getting another code as well. So. Okay, guys. I'm not looking at chat. Give me a second. I'm sorry. I just need to make sure that I actually have everything that we can. All right. Kaze is coming up. All right. Now, this was sent in from Lewis in stream, or Arcade, as I like to call him. Oh, by the way, another super chat from Indaith, I believe. What's your favorite side characters? For me, it's the Black Fang units. I want to build a +10 4-Fang unit team. Wow. Well, I would certainly say that is definitely a really great...
If I'm talking for side character, it would probably be Brendan Reed.
Mm-hmm.
I would really like to have an Adrift banner based on just Nino, Brendan, Linus, and Lloyd, and maybe a GHB of Sonya.
I mean, what really defines a side character? Hey, Sages, who is your husbando? Sage isn't looking post memes. I'm looking now, by the way. Alright, so let's take a look at this Kaze, by the way, since we can. First up, Barb Shuriken. Yep, that's his weapon, alright. Mystic Boost, Speed Smoke, Attack Smoke, and what is Barb Shuriken's what is its
Hold on, -1.
No, what is its debuffs? Is it defense?
Well, it debuffs def and res, as usual.
Okay, yeah, well, I was just making sure. So, therefore, with this option, with this Kaze, you're debuffing all stats at one attack. Alright, that's pretty nice. Fury 3,
however,
Mystic Boost.
I would say maybe change Fury 3 for something like Sturdy Blow, maybe Sturdy Impact.
Sturdy
Something
Impact
like that.
was the option that I was thinking of, but that's really quite rare. You could always just go with, well, let's see what else
Death Blow 4.
You know, I was about
Death
to
Blow
click.
4 does-
I'm an
is fine.
idiot, by the way, guys. I don't know if you noticed. I'm trying to click skill list on this character here in my tablet, but it's not working. So I'm an idiot. All right.
Nice.
So, what defines a side character exactly, by the way?
Probably a non-lord. Like, not a character that's always in the spotlight. So, like, Lyn, Hector, Eliwood are main characters, and then the rest are side characters.
Oh, yes, I'll get your Marth in a second. I do know it's there, Lion Prince. Sorry. Oh, God. Wind shipping? Right. I mean, my favorite husbando right now, I really have... It's thanks to comic that I've really been getting into Path of Radiance a lot more, and I really like Ike, and I just realized that my HDMI cable came out, but in that one, I'm actually much more... I would say Ike is probably right up there next to Nasala.
I really like Ty Barn because he's just no
cool
bullshit.
too. Yeah. Alright, guys. Okay. So, all in all with this Kaze, I would say the A slot, you can change it to anything. I would like to be able to click the skill list to say it, because you could do certain things like, of course, Sturdy Impact, or God knows what else, Swift Sparrow if you really feel like it.
You could also just run Attack Smoke Seal with Heavy Blade if you run DB4 and switch to Desperation.
You are smart, sir. Good lord. Sages,
because then if you have Desperation, you can just attack and then proc for an extra 20.
Sages likes Ike? Oh, you know I do. You got good taste, Sages. Thank you. I really have been getting into the Radiance games. Would you guys be interested in seeing me play Radiant Dawn on stream? I hear it's incredibly hard, and I'm terrified of it, but it might be funny just to see.
It's definitely a lot harder when you're not playing the Ike gang.
Notice the C slot? What are you talking about? You mean the speed smoke when he already has attack smoke? It's really up to him. I mean, if he wants to run it like this, that's fine by me. I don't... Do we actually have... I forget if we had speed smoke as a seal. We do, don't we?
We have all the smokes
outside
of
defense. To say. Outside of defense? Okay. So,
defense and res.
It's more what he feels comfortable with using. If he wants... Not only that, but it adds adaptability to the character, so I don't really see a problem with it.
The thing is also that way you can... If you're already using speed smoke on the different characters, you don't have to switch it around and then just make the other character learn another one to make it work.
One second. Super chat from the Waffle Army. Tibern is just Hector with a tan and wings. Wow. God. Vicious a little bit much there? Alright, moving on to the next thing.
I don't know if I would say that.
Alright, this... Okay, so... There's one thing that I love above all else when it comes to characters and dedication. I love seeing people use Grail characters, you know, GHB characters, Tempest Trial characters. I love seeing people build them because it's so
Have you seen my
interesting.
gem key?
Yes, I have. If you want to show that off a bit later, we can do that at the end of stream. So I'm going to pay attention to this lovely Berkut sent to us by Boneless Folka over on Twitter, which, by the way, fantastic name there, Boneless, if you're actually watching. Here is their Berkut. Now, I will say I'm a little bit worried about that seal skill in the B slot, but we'll talk about that in a second. However, Jesus freaking Christ, I didn't realize that Berkut could actually hit that massive amount of health. God, he's nearly at 60 HP there.
Wonder if that's with... Yeah, that's probably with legendary units.
Probably, I don't know. It's hard to say if they're in, you know... That's the one problem with these things, with the screenshots at times, is that I can't really tell if they're in a battle or not. But...
Yeah.
Berkut's Lance, drawback, Aether, close defense... I mean, technically, I guess with this... you know, horse units can't really use breath abilities. They can use stance skills, though, I guess, right?
Yeah, they can use stance.
I guess close defense will work okay, but that B skill is a little bit troubling to me. I don't know why.
Yeah, seal def is
option. It's an interesting option. With 28
quick
speed,
riposte would be better.
Yeah, with 28 speed, I would say quick riposte is your go-to B skill there, friend. But you probably are knowing, just based on what I'm seeing here, you probably already have that on him, just based on what I'm, you know, can eyeball.
Also, since, you know, he's using a more bait-oriented
Yes.
build, you can just switch to attack Death Bond, and you also get more attack. So with Quick Riposte, you do even more damage.
And if you ever get a Hector, distant counter works just as well because he's definitely meant to be a more res tank based unit in some ways, at least with that lance. So, and obviously
with attack Death Bond and close defense, that's what, like 49 def and 49, 47.
All right, moving on. We have Penwood's Kagero, normal Kagero, not boozy Kagero. And we're gonna take a look at that. All right, I'm okay. How much time do we have left on this? Oh boy, we have not been. We're gonna need to speed this up to make sure that people get in here.
Okay.
Okay, so Kagero. It's not that I. Oh god, we got another super chat. No. Oh wait, no. It's just my chat's lagging. There's a difference. All right. Okay, let's see here. We got
Starfish.
All right. Yeah, Starfish. You killed a Lind for this, but God, 47 speed. I'm starting to wonder if that's really necessary. Because
it really isn't.
See, the thing is, with a lot of these characters, when it comes to speed is a fun, great stat, but it's also a dead stat after a certain point.
Yeah, in general, you want to hit maybe 45, 46 speed, and that's considering buffs, by the way.
Yeah.
If you have anything more than this, it's just overkill. At this point, you hit 53 speed if you have anything buffing your speed at one point or another. So.
Yeah. Now, if this were a character like Ira or legendary Marth, I could see the reasoning for it because, of course, you have
mostly Ira.
Yeah.
Mostly Ira, because the thing with Marth is he gains more from having more attack than speed.
Well, Ira it's speed, I'm just saying that they're still there because it works off, that special skill works off his speed nonetheless. But, the problem, that's just kind of the problem with speed right now, is once you get beyond that certain point, you're going to have that as a dead stat. It's not that it isn't, going to help you, it's just that, you're not going to be doubled, you're going to be doubling anyways, and once you get to that point, it's just... Still, though, for a 57 attack, 32 defense, and 38 res... Woo, you certainly used a lot going on there. I see you killed a Lind, a Summer Lind. Drawback, Aether. Fury is a little bit... I'm not sure. I think you could probably go with something like, again, Sturdy Impact is a good option. Mm-hmm.
Or Death Blow 4 in general.
And technically, even, I know this might sound very weird, but you could also, just based on the stats that I'm seeing here, you could technically run Close Counter, too. She has sizable defense, she has sizable res. Why not?
29 def is a bit shaky, but it can work, yes.
Yeah.
Just know that Attack Plus would help you a lot when it comes down to boons.
I would say if you're going to do Close Counter, you probably want to go with a Bond skill in this,
Yeah, Bond skill, Def Plus,
yeah,
stuff
things like that.
This.
But anyways, I like your Kagero, but that's just a little bit of an explanation as to why speed, doesn't necessarily need to go beyond 45. Alrighty, but I love your Kagero. Thank you for sending it in. Alrighty, guys, let me just look at chat real quick.
It's kind of like someone I know that went for a plus 10 Roy and then went speed plus on him, so then he ends up hitting like 60-something speed, and I'm just sitting here like...
Yes, I hate Fury 3. No, not really. It's just because now, as time has gone on, the A slot has become so competitive, it's actually quite hard, it just...
Really wish that Sturdy... not Sturdy Impact, but Sturdy Blow 2 would be more available, like as a 4-star skill in the pool.
Yep.
Instead of having to 5-star a Nefina for the skill, but other than this, it's just kind of what it is.
Alright, let's see here. Okay, we have a Felicia here. Now, the thing here is that it is technically... This is from Danny on Twitter. And then I'm gonna... Oh boy, there's so much crap to do. So anyway, I'm not meaning to be mean there, just towards... God, holy crap, there's just so much. Oh, lordy. All right, so let's move on to Danny's Felicia. Now, it is in a different language, so I really love how much PV she has. She has 46 of that, which is really quite a lot of PV.
PV-ish.
She's very good in PvP as well with that. No. All right. So, I see that you have Felicia's plate. I'm assuming you probably have it refined into its special ability as well, most likely.
No, it's def.
No, I'm saying that as well. Just because it seems kind of weird that... It seems like this person put a lot of effort into Felicia, so I'm assuming that they probably have all of that. But Fury
Speed ploy.
Speed ploy? Huh.
A
A little weird, but I would say you probably might want to go with something. I mean, you have really great speed. You'd probably want to go with something like, hell, Flashing Blade would work really well on her. Oh wait, can she actually use that? God damn it!
Yes, she's an infantry.
Yeah, I was like infantry, right? My mind's boggled, but yeah, Flashing Blade as well as I'm pretty sure that's Attack Smoke. So,
Yeah, that's Attack Smoke.
I'm starting to think. Would you? I've been seeing a lot of Felicia's use Mystic, boost.
It's a good option for her because
and
if you're dealing with anything like Halloween Myrrh, this actually makes you a brick wall against her to some extent.
Yeah. It's a really nice option, guys. Remember, guys, pre-stream builds are being checked first. Thank you, Traveler, by the way, for pointing that out. Just wanted to say that.
I'm going to be honest, though, you might want to just go for Attack Ploy instead of Attack Smoke, since she's not the type of character that's going to just go attack and then attack again, or attack debuff for another unit to kill.
Yep.
She's more of a unit that can really, handle herself, but Attack Ploy would be really good because that first fight will get her killed if she's dealing with a DC unit, a Dragon unit, or if she doesn't have Mystic Boost, that is. So Attack Smoke would be better in general for her in that case.
1 second, I'm gonna just see real quick.
And maybe also Res Ploy, since a lot of units have high def but low res, to just push your damage into the res category.
Yeah, I'm just trying to... Oh my god, there are so... Where is the ability to just allow all of these comments? This is ridiculous, YouTube. Good lord. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use the community tab anymore at this point, because it marked all of these as spam, and I actually can't... Oh god, that's Oh god, I feel terrible now. Ah.
That sucks.
Freaking YouTube, really? Okay. Let's just,
I wish you could just edit the fucking spam bot.
Yeah, I wish I could just tell it to enable all of these comments, because this is actually some of the more ridiculous stuff I've had to deal with here. All right, I'm going back to YouTube real quick, guys. Sorry. All right, I'm gonna try and take a look. We're gonna go and take a look at some of these units here. So first up is going to be Ghost Knight. We're gonna be removing that Felicia on the screen. But thank you, Danny, for sending it in. You got some advice. It looks pretty nice. I'm glad. I can't wait to see your +10. So, all right, moving on. Okay. Whew. Whew. Gotta keep moving, guys. Just gotta keep moving. Keep going. Woo, woo, woo. All right. Sorry, I'm super
drive yourself
today.
into the ground.
Yeah, I know. All right, so this is Ghost Knights. I'm hoping that this is the thing that they wanted to actually.
Attack speed so low.
My God. Oh.
49 speed, 55 if you're buffed. Yeah, that's necessary. That's
Holy
so necessary.
Crap. That's insane. Okay, well, I mean, you're definitely pushing it. That's for dang sure. So we have Tome of Thoron, which already has, Wrath and the additional dashing, whatever it's called, darting blow.
Darting blow.
Yeah. Then you killed. You killed. I believe it's legendary Eirika that has the attack speed solo, if I recall.
I believe that's the only one that has it. Yes.
So you killed a legendary Eirika for it. Holy crap! Well, I will say,
Honestly,
as Jay said, as we mentioned with the Kagero previously, speed becomes a dead stat after 45. So
honestly, Death Blow might do better because you're always going to use her to initiate. You're not going to be tanking anything with those stats. So Death Blow would be better in case you have someone that's next to you that just breaks your solo and it makes it not work.
But I do like
Death Blow will just always work.
I do like the fact that one, you obviously know that you have the speed, so you automatically went with the Flashing Blade seal, and then also you could technically, since you have all this fun stuff. I kind of hate to say this, but Special Spiral maybe? Just to that B slot, just to make things even more fun? I don't know.
If you're going to go for Special Spiral, you want her to literally just run Life and Death at that point.
Yeah.
Because once you get into Special Spiral range, and you have something like Flashing Blade working, you can just basically be like, proc AoE, hit for 2 more charge, and then it just recharges itself.
Drive speed, threaten attack,
Swiss Sparrow would not be really better at that point. At that point,
Well,
Sturdy Blow is just a better option,
but
just
Ghost
because
Knight-
she has too much speed.
Ghost Knight, that was a lot of fun. But as I've said with that, with what we've had previously, speed is a very odd stat at times, and you definitely put a lot of effort in there, so yeah. And the builds in the comments, the community post, yes, that's what we're doing right now. I'm trying to, but again, guys, we're gonna have to change things because I didn't realize how much spam it would be marked as. Like, I didn't realize putting in numbers would just be such a problem.
Yeah, that's always fun.
Okay, so this next one is going to be an Eirika from the Feyroar on YouTube. They said that they made this Eirika with limited resources, and they're trying to. But what do you think? Oh, they want to ask about her potential. So we're going to be putting on our judgmental lenses here, guys.
Also, for that person that said that the speed comment is not true at all, it is very true. The higher you go in arena, the lower the speed is. I don't even see Iris anymore, and I'm at a point where outside
Kyle.
of legendary Tiki,
How you doing?
there's no unit that actually have a lot of speed that I'm going to encounter consistently.
All right, let me just check and make sure because I saw that HP plus and that's in that A slot. Yeah, that is the only thing I would probably go with when it comes to changing it. But I mean, as a character, it's Mystic Boost. Well, I mean, it makes sense in a way because she is a somewhat formidable mixed tank. So therefore, I guess you could probably, make do with some of that when it comes to dealing with dragons, forcing them to use their res as opposed to, the defense.
But why HP plus 5?
Again, they said that this is limited resources, so,
Well,
obviously, the main option I would say would be to change out this into something. Based on what I'm seeing, it looks like you probably maybe want to,
Change the boon.
Oh, yeah, well, again, limited resources, Jay.
I'm just pointing out.
Yes, I know, but...
I mean, if in 5 copies the best you had is HP plus, I don't know what happened.
Well, it's just, let's say...
Maybe they just didn't know about
I would say
boons
if you
and
can,
bang.
I would say if you can, you could easily go for any sort of boon in any of the other options and do probably pretty well. At least in my regard, I would probably aim for more attack and maybe something like... it seems like you want to be more defensive, like, with this Eirika, so... Alright. God, that's a really difficult one for me. I'm not really sure what I can say here. Damn it.
Probably attack plus and attack plus 3.
Yeah.
That's if you're going to go with very limited resources, that's probably your better option.
And if
Because
you
her
happen
attack stat is really what's missing.
And if you get luckier at all in any way, Death Blow would work really well, probably, with what you got here. Maybe even something... You could probably do Fury as well. Just, it's a simple option.
Or you could also kill a Rodger for attack death bond. If you plan on using her to plus 10, like if you're planning on plus 10 her, this is a good option to go for as well.
Alright, moving on to the next one, guys. It was very limited resources, I do agree. But you did try, so that's what matters. Alright, so Choco Thunder over on YouTube asked for some recommendations for those who are for her build or their build, his build, whichever it is. So we're gonna take a look and see what it is. I don't know if any of these people are actually in chat right now. I'll take a look-see. Up. Ha! He said Fury. Here's a Corrin build. Oh my god. Alrighty. Well, let's see. Oh boy. Oh, Ender, you quit? Oh, I'm sorry to hear. That makes me sad.
What? What happened?
I don't know. I'm guessing they were tired of this nonsense. Okay, so... I don't think this has... I mean, is this really a problem? It's a Joshua. It's a damn good Joshua, might I add. Wrath, Defense Smoke, interesting, as well as Distant Defense 2.
Again, another unit that really wants to have a bond skill to boost his attack, really.
Well, the bond skill can work in the S slot as well, but that distant counter is really nice. I see you put some attention in there.
Yeah. I'm just pointing it for seals mostly.
Yep, Adholma, of course. One day I want to see Adholma actually get a refine a little bit more.
Oh, I've made the refine. I do a series called Refine Theory Crafting, and I did a Joshua one, which is basically gambling away stats.
honestly, I mean, it would make sense as a gambler. But yeah, this is actually a fairly decent Joshua. I don't really see any real big problems, nothing really glaring. And, I mean, your recommendation, I mean, you already have a bunch of abilities here. I don't really understand what you want from me. He seems to do what he needs to. Seriously. You have Wrath, you have Threat and Attack.
You could definitely go... If you go for Attack Speed Bond as your seal, you might want to go for Null Follow-Up. It can actually combo really well together.
You know,
Wrath is also a good option, but...
I kind of forget that Null Follow-Up and, you know, Disrupt are kind of... You know, infantry only.
Yeah, kind of exist.
It's a weird concept, but they're a lot rarer than what they should be. Actually, wait a
Agreed.
second. Yeah,
I don't understand why we don't have more than one Null C Disrupt.
Choco Thunder, your build's fine. You really don't need any more real recommendations there. That Joshua was pretty damn good, so you're good, bud. Okay. Okay, this one's listed as quote-unquote Res Tank Linus from our friend Lucas.
Oh,
so let's take a look and see what we got, shall we?
I just posted in the chat the Joshua refine I made. Because might as well.
Is this, I mean, okay, this is a very interesting build. So therefore we have a Brazen Attack and Res in the C slot. I mean, not C slot, S slot. We have Joint Hone Speed in the C slot, meaning that our boy is going to be at least somewhat speedy as long as he's able to be near someone. Not only that, but you also have Distant Counter. Wrath, again, Basilicos is, of course, built into resistance. I mean, it is a res build, I guess.
It's a bit shaky, considering it takes you need to be in brazen range to actually hit decent amount of res, but other than that, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I like it. Honestly, that's a pretty fun build. I can't wait to see him at plus 10, though.
Which makes me go, like, why isn't Attack Res Bond still a seal?
I don't know. That's a very...
Where is it? Instead, we get Speed Res Bond, one of the worst combination ever. Yay!
Yep, that's a very odd one. Alright, let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna just see who we got going on in the comments below right now. Let's just see on these... good lord. Ah, boy.
You sound like a Western boy.
Oh, God, I'm tired. This is a lot of stuff. Alright, we have a Seliph here from Iramu, I believe that is. Also, I'm sorry, I kind of can't look at chat too much right now because I'm kind of going through anything, so if Jay can, pop any questions or anything that pop up, feel free to tell me. Alright, we have a Seliph coming up, and this one, of course, is going to be, he has reindeer horns. Alright. So we have Tyrfing, and of course it has the attack and defense bond, which is really nice.
Oh, Seliph, my child, why have they hurt you this way?
Oh. Well,
I don't mean like this person, I mean like IS.
I know what you meant, don't worry. But we have attack speed link, meaning that when he uses his swap skill, he's going to actually have that +6 attack and speed, which, not a bad idea, honestly. Not a bad idea for him at all. That will put him at least 34 speed, which will allow him, granted he doesn't get any more sort of, buff from other...
Yeah, he also doesn't have something like Null Follow-Up to really combo into it.
Yeah, but you do have Quick Riposte, and you do have Attack Smoke. Alright, what else we got here real quick, just to check and see. I did notice that you got Divine Tyrfing. Let's see. Just a counter, Close Defense, Brash Assault. Wow, Mystic Boost as well. Honestly, with the fun thing about Seliph is that technically you could, this works very well, or at least it could work very well, but you can also make him into a more defensive unit too. So, and I'm guessing that's what it's kind of meant to be in a way. So, we have attack defense bond here on the weapon. And then we also have technically...
Honestly, I feel like one of the things you could do is just run, well, and I know this is fairly weird of an idea, but you could run attack, not
attack speed bond?
Hard blade.
Oh.
Hard blade.
Hard blade?
And then hard? The fucking weapon Ike comes with. The Valentine Ike.
Yes, that blade. That one
3 attack speed def res. It's basically a better turfing outside of the I can take a hit if I'm at full HP against something like Reinhardt.
Yeah.
In general, it's just a better weapon.
All right, the timer went off. We can now allow comments from well, not comments, but what is it? We can now allow chat. Chat, we're not going to be using your friend codes, but don't worry, for those who posted those on the community tab, you're still going to be getting some. But that Seliph is really quite nice. I like him. You did definitely.
Also, one other thing you can go is darting stance instead of quick repose, making your speed go up to 40.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So you're a lot more consistent.
Yeah, that's pretty nice, actually.
You can also combo this into a drive speed or spur speed or just anything that really buffs your stat. Maybe like Brave Lucina, buffing your speed by 3 from the weapon and drive speed, pushing that to 46.
Oh my god, I keep forgetting. I think I forgot someone. Damn it all.
Oh, who?
No, there were some people who sent in some comments and they're gone. Oh, God.
Yikes.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to those guys who sent in everything on YouTube. It's just, it's...
Also, someone called Keteriafic asking, what about Twitter?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter right now, actually. We also have...
Oh, okay.
We have a bunch of... We have a Halloween Henry over here, actually, that I'm going to be changing this Felicia to, real quick. So hold on real quick. This Halloween Henry comes to us from Scribbly Witch, and we will take a look-see and see what's here. So, this Halloween Henry is... Oh my goodness, okay. Life and Death 3, Bold Fighter, Armor March, Brazen Attack and Res, and Grandblade. Wow.
I'm not sure why you run Bold Fighter and Life and Death. You're just hurting your bulk for a follow-up that you already get.
Well, I would wait a second on that because, you know, Life and Death is probably just to flex, maybe get more stat out there. I would say, yeah.
Otherwise, it's just Death Blow will do you better. You have more bulk, you have basically the same attack, and your speed doesn't actually matter with Bold Fighter.
Yep, that is a valuable option, honestly. But good lord, that's not something I was expecting when it came to Halloween Henry. I kind of forget that he has that amount of speed, even though he's lugging around a gigantic coffin.
Yeah, for whatever reason.
Yep. Alrighty, let's see here. Oh god. We also have...
Honestly, ideally, you could also run Special Fighter.
Yeah.
Make Glacy work a lot better.
Special Fighter is an excellent idea, you're right. Holy crap. Because he already has the speed to use it, so no real problem there.
Yep.
Alright, moving on. We have... so thank you for sending that in, by the way. That was Scribbly Witch. Next up is Dio Basha, who sent in a Lissa. And this Lissa is... interesting.
Alyssa.
Yes, Alyssa. You are definitely Fortress Defense and Res 3. Is this necessary? Is this one of the necessary things?
Well, in general, support unit really appreciate that type of skill.
Yeah. I mean,
though close counter might be better.
I mean, well, no, it's a definitely nice option because this Lissa can hit 42 defense and 41 res with that. Mm-hmm. That's kind of outrageous.
A bit strange that he has res and def tactic on her instead of a unit that could buff her instead, but...
Well, I mean, she's already the foundation of that, right? She's meant to be like this castle, this big, bulky unit that I guess is going to supply these buffs while also staying alive. So
yeah. I'm just saying, if attack or speed tactic ever becomes a seal, you could go attack speed tactics, since she herself doesn't need those stats at all, but the people around her do.
Alright, I'm going to take a few more from Twitter here, and then we're going to go take a look at chat and see what they're going on about. Guys, I'm really trying to get as many people as I can. I'm sorry that it's just... Oh, God, YouTube. Seriously? There are so many of those marked as spam, it's actually filling in the inbox. I can't actually load it. What the hell?
Thanks, YouTube. Very cool.
That's just upsetting. Alright. Okay, Mr. Mora, or Heat Fox, sent this in, and that was a Tiki, an adult Tiki with Steady Stance 4, Quick Repose 3, Threatened Defense, Distant Defense 3, Lightning Breath Plus, and, well, let's see what else we got here.
You might want to remove the Lissa.
Oh, yeah, that's right. God dang it. For some reason... There we go. Sorry about that. I'm having to scrounge everything out. Alright, there's the Tiki. Alright. Oh, goodness gracious. It's a really good build. I mean, I don't really have much else to say about that. That's a really nice build.
Really, really wish there was a res version of Steady Stance that basically does the same thing, because then you would be able to be a very good mixed tank.
Yeah, I know. It's
39-40 with buffs 45-46.
Yep.
Not too sure about Threatened Death, though.
Well, you know, you could easily change that out to something else, but they have infantry pulls.
Oh yeah, infantry pulls, that's definitely a lot better.
Guard, spur res, yeah.
Close guard is also fantastic.
Yep. Alright, okay, let's take a look at one more on Twitter, and then I will move on over to the chat here, guys. This is a lot of...
Oh, someone asking how to make Lachesis better. Boy, do I have the...
I'm pretty sure you can ask this guy or you can ask Chaz. Both work really well with that. Alright. Okay, we have a Selkie sent in from Meowstrino? Meowstrino? I believe that is correct. Let's take a look-see, shall we? Alright, so we're going to have to pull up the Lissa again that was blocking everything, and then change the Lissa to said Selkie. So let's do that. Alright, so this is the Selkie that we were sent. Noticeably...
Yeah, that sounds... That's pretty close of the... That's pretty close of the stats I showcased. Well, not the stat, but the build I showcased on my video about this banner in particular.
Yeah.
This is Res Plus, by the way, not neutral.
Oh, right. I didn't see the... Okay, there we go.
Res Plus is kind of bad for her, honestly. She doesn't really need that much res.
Well, I mean...
Like, yes, it helps with her weapon, but the thing is, you already have so much res, you don't need that much.
Yeah, it's... She already has 43 res. You don't need a... I would say...
The most... Yeah, it's either attack or death plus that you want. Those are the two stats that she really, really needs to really push herself up.
But all in all, it's a pretty decent build. I still am not so sure how I feel about the sabotage skill when it comes to it.
Yeah, that's also kind of...
Because the thing I say... the reason why I say that is because the sabotage skills have such a very unique way of, you know, having to activate. And because of that, it might just be better to run something differently, like a chill,
yeah, like a ploy,
or a ploy, or well, no.
The problem with chill is it could hit something that's too far away for you to attack, and then
yeah, but then again, so would sabotage. That's the thing; you never are too sure.
Yeah, though it definitely has a easier time to hit than, say, a chill skill.
Yeah,
to hit something that matters. I mean,
all right, guys,
you could still run Desperation also.
Chat. Let's see what we got here, shall we? All right, let's have some fun. The first person to say what their favorite character from the Fire Emblem game, along with their friend code, I will pick them out. So go. I just want to see that. Just for the first one. Just for the first one, we'll see how that goes.
It's going to just flood.
Oh, there we go. Lorenzo with May. Unless that was, you know what? Never mind, that might have been a bad idea, because everyone has the name of the character listed. Damn it! Okay. We'll go with that May, and then we'll go with Lorenzo's May, and then we'll try and work this into the next thing. Okay, the community tab is officially broken. I can't make it work. Oh. So let's take a look at this May, shall we? That is not a May. Oh wait, Selkie. No, that was right. That was Lorenzo. They said their favorite character.
You might also want to remove Selkie.
Oh yes, that's right. That's not. God damn it. All right. See, this is the problem with doing pictures. I like the friend code option a little bit better, honestly. This way, at least I can click over here and look at the the skills.
And anyways, also, you don't have blessing.
Yeah.
Increasing stats, and you'd be like.
Yeah, and it's really easy to kind of You left me out. You said, "Oh, okay, Yoshi. I will take a look." Boy, I'm sorry. I'm trying my hardest here. It's really very difficult. We do have a Berkut also sent in from that. Oh my God, Twitter's exploding. All right, Eliwood. Let's focus on the Eliwood. So, Blazing Durandal, you don't. Did you try the new Durandal? You do have the new Durandal. Good. Okay, that's a fun one, by the way.
The only thing that I would say about Blazing Durandal being better than the refine we got on the normal Durandal is just the fact that you don't need to have Heavy Blade as your seal. Yeah. If you have Heavy Blade on someone else already, Blazing Durandal is just more convenient as a result.
If anything, I mean, you have drive speed, you have drive defense, so this Eliwood is meant to be more as a team support in a sense, I'm guessing, as well as a... I don't know if I would call this as an enemy phase, type, but it seems pretty good. You definitely have more res, so you can definitely tackle mages a bit better.
The one thing I would say about Blazing Durandal, if you really want to use Blazing Durandal as effectively as you can, using something like Gale Force might be better, because then you can just proc it instantly in one fight if you have just one more attack than the enemy.
Yeah, that's
Which is
true.
pretty easy with something like Attack Tactic.
Alright, well, let's try. I mean, honestly, it's a good Eliwood build. I really don't know what else I could say about it. Like, it just seems like a fun one. The only thing
It's meant to just be support.
Not only that, but you already have all the other things. You definitely have a bunch of abilities as well to go along with it. So, and Sword Valor? Just randomly Sword Valor 1. Alright. Let's see here. We have a Sakura sent in from Ahmed at Dragalia.
I wonder who died for that one. Is it fucking Gray or is it Lene for the weapon?
I'm not too sure yet, but we do have a Sakura here, by the way. And we're going to continue to look at the chat in here. Oh, yes, there was a... I'm going to... while we're looking over this character, I'm going to get this Tobin from 62 Swordsman in here as well. So we'll look at that in a second. But the Sakura. Alright, well... It's definitely... Holy crap, I didn't realize how even her abilities... not abilities. How even her stat line is. Like, that's...
She basically has everything except attack.
Yeah.
Like, all of her other stats are fantastic.
40 speed? She's not going to be doubled. She has a really tanky build.
Fairly similar to Lachesis in a way, except Lachesis trades her speed for attack instead.
Yep, I see you also have attack opening, brazen attack, and speed. Okay, well, I mean, and Joyous Lantern. Just because why not?
Support build, mostly.
Yep. Alright, well, I'm going to just tell you right now, 62 Swordsman, that is not the correct unit that you have listed there, so we're not going to be... You need to go into battle and correct that if you can. Come back to me in a little bit.
Maybe you want to run Brazen Attack Def instead of Brazen Attack Speed if you have any way to buff your speed.
Daniel Cabrera, I believe that is. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but we're gonna move over to you, and you're Xander. So let's take a look-see at what we got going on.
Oh, believe me, for a +10, that attack is average.
But it's a pretty cool Sakura build, I will say. I like
her.
it
Is.
And not only that, but there's a lot of attention that went into it, because attack opening's a very rare ability, Joyous Lantern's a rare weapon. Really neat. Really nice. Alright, so here is, by the way... I'm going between everything as I possibly can, guys. So, here is Xander. The Xander that was sent in. And, well, Fury 4, Vantage, and even attack...
Fury 4 to just, kill your bulk, basically.
Well, I mean, he's not going to be able to handle a mage very well. That's just kind of how it is. But,
I mean, that's normal.
Yeah, but he may have even more than just that. You never know. Let's take a look. We have Fury Blow. We have well, honestly, the one thing that I would say is that technically you could probably do a different A skill if you really wanted to.
Yeah, you don't really need the speed and res. You could just run Sturdy Stance.
Yeah, Sturdy Stance is a good option.
Available from a 4-star Halloween Dorcas.
Oh god, but then Hack-a-Lantern. What about Hack-a-Lantern?
Or you could just kill Rudger for Attack Def Bond. That also works. And then combo this with another Attack Def Bond. Instead of having 2 even skill that works all the time, you'll have Attack Def Bond giving you 5 Attack Def all the time.
Alright, I'm going to try and move as quickly as I possibly can through everything here. I'm very sorry, guys, but we have so many people sending them in. We need to move.
Also, instead of Vantage, probably Quick Repost.
Yeah. But it looks like a fun Xander build. I would say... that A slot is the only thing I would say. You could probably change it out, and just so you don't lose the HP when you get hit, or...
Ideally, yes, Sturdy Stance can be run by horses. Ideally, what I would say is just run Attack Def Bond A, Attack Def Bond Seal, with a C skill being Attack Smoked, so your bulk is even better against melee, and Quick Repost.
All right.
That's what I would say.
Oh my god. Okay, well, let's take a look at this Donnel. It comes from, I believe... I need to find their name again. Oh, I see nothing but numbers! LOL. Okay, well, that's just how it is. Such is life. This came from Wave Slicer. This is their Donnel. They have a Berkut's Lance Special Spiral? Oh, dear.
Hold on. I'm kind of curious to see if he has a Super Boon in Res. I don't think he does. No, oh, yes, he does, actually.
Who does? Xander?
Donnel.
I was about to say, that's not possible with Xander. What are you talking about? Anyways, Donnel actually has a Super Boon in... What?
In Res. So if you want him to be a better tank, that might be a good option.
Yeah, that's also a good option. Huh.
But
Well,
if you run warding stance, that also works too.
I mean, with Special Spiral, I don't know how well that's going to work with Aether. That's just the thing. I mean, it will make it go faster, but technically in a lot of battles, especially nowadays, you could probably run, and you probably already have a different skill other than Aether. I'm just saying, just based on
for
what
something like a fight that is short, like maybe a one arena fight, yes, Aether is probably not really that relevant.
But things like Bonfire,
but if you're talking
Ignis,
about if you're talking about chain challenge, that's
Aether and stuff like that, perfect. But it's just you already have all of that. I don't know why I even bothered going in there, because you already have built yourself a really solid Donald, and you gave him a ton of abilities that are really quite crazy.
45 def, 43 res.
Technically, you could probably change out warding stance and put in something like quick riposte, because his 37 speed, little on the low side at times.
I mean, if he has a way to buff it by 6, that's 43 speed. That's good enough.
Yeah, you're right. But still, very, very competently built. I like him. That village hero is definitely a hero. He's not a 0, that's for sure.
Especially if you can buff that def and res. You hit like 51-49, I think?
Alright, let's do Azurified's unit here. This is their Idunn? Alright. Sorry about that, guys. Let's keep trying. So Azurified sent this in, and let's see what we got here, shall we? That is not the proper ID. I'm an idiot. I can't type correctly. At least I'm typing better than last time. So don't worry, Azurified, we're getting to you. Then I'm going to go hop over on Twitter and check out Discord again and just hope. Azura, did you actually type that in, or am I not typing this incorrectly? Oh, there's 3 9s? Okay.
I swear, every time you show me your build myself, it's only like 12 or 15 unit, and it takes an hour.
I know, right? It's ridiculous. I want to do more, and I wish I could put everyone in here. If I could, guys, if I had all the time in the world, I would sit down and do this with you all day. But it's really hard. I'm so sorry. I can't apologize enough. Okay, so, Azurified. Let's see here. Well, I noticed you're kind of missing a command slot.
Probably just run swap.
Huh?
Probably just run swap or pivot.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
Well, no, they don't even have anything there yet, so... I would say, of course, get something like swap or pivot. Maybe reposition if you feel necessary.
Vengeful Fighter would probably work in tandem with your skill, like Ignis, a lot more consistently than Mystic Boost.
Yeah.
Mystic Boost is great for tanks that wants to keep their HP up. The problem, though, is that she doesn't have a way to have enough speed to really make that work. Unless you really work on building her speed up, like with stuff like Speed Smoke, Darting Stance, Seal, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
In which case, Mystic Boost can actually work pretty well then, but otherwise it's kind of bad. Also, you have to understand, a weapon requires her to not be at full HP to work, or to be debuffed. Mystic Boost actively works against you.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a weird one. I would say Vengeful Fighter is definitely a lot bigger of a priority.
It's really funny because I feel like Spring Veronica's effect, like the 4 in all stat that requires you to be over 75%, that would be ideal on Idunn, but the effect Idunn would have been fantastic on Veronica.
Oh boy, there's a lot of things.
Trying to stay at full HP
Discord as well. Oh god, I swear. Oh god, I'm actually dying. If I could, fit everyone in, I would, but it's just such a hard one at times. I swear to god. And we're doing this live, guys, and trying to, manage everything can be very disturbing. I know that someone sent in a very nice Chrom build on this. Ah, yes, there they are. Okay, let's take a look at this lovely one called a Chrom, at least, from Princess Roofles, I believe that is.
Roofles?
Roofless? I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. I am really bad at names right now. I'm also dyslexic, and maybe slightly autistic, just a little bit.
We're all a little autistic inside.
Yeah, I know, that's me. No, seriously, that's just something that actually... anyways, alright.
Yeah, I do have autism as well.
Yeah, anyways, so moving on. Oh boy, oh my god, okay.
Oh,
Jacob,
okay, that's with Bond.
Thank you for sending in the super chat. I know, I hope you have a nice day after this hectic amount of builds being thrown at you too. Sorry, it's okay, Jacob. Thank you for the super chat. I'm going to try and see if we can't... I don't... Oh, God!
I struggle with words a lot as well.
No, it's not that. It's just... Anyway. All right. Let's see here. Falchion. That's the refined one. Isn't that... which one is that one? God, there's like 3
That's
versions.
the Bond one.
Yeah, the Bond one.
That's the Bond one.
So...
Honestly...
You already have that down. Like, seriously.
Yeah. It's pretty good. I would say if you're going to stick to the Bond Falchion, you might want to have no follow-up instead of Wrath. Wrath is the type of the type of B skill that's better with Sealed Falchion, a Falchion that requires you to be at lower health. Combos really good with Brazen. If you're going with Bonds, you're better with something that's more bulky, that works at every HP, so Special Spiral, Mystic Boost. Those types of skills are absolutely fantastic for him. No follow-up as well, since Falchion buffs by 4 speed. If you have a way to buff your speed by 6, you hit 44. So no follow-up then becomes more consistent, and it works pretty well.
Yep. I would go with that. That's actually the best summarization I've heard. Jesus Christ, you did a great job. Seriously. All right, we also have this...
I've had to talk about a few Chrom before.
Okay, Virgo Zero, I wanted to say thank you for sending this in, by the way. I have a surprise under this. They're apparently married to Legendary Azura, which I'm not really sure why you...
Oh my.
I mean, I'm down. I'm pretty sure I've seen this fan fiction somewhere. All right, so, oh my god, okay, well, we have a Marisa here that is +8, has bonus doubler 3, special spiral, defense smoke 3, a brazen attack and defense 3 in the S slot, Wodow plus, already pretty much buffed up. You have Barrier Blade as well, Heart's Blade. So you definitely put
Heart's Blade would be fantastic with this.
Yeah, she already has it. So she's built. She's solid to go. Goodness gracious.
If you use Heart Blade, you can actually... I really wish Brazen... not Brazen, but Attack Res Bond was a thing. God damn it. But Brazen Attack Res is a good alternative. It gives you extra res.
Brazen what? Attack res?
Brazen attack res instead of attack def. That way you have even def res.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You have 34-36 because of bonus doubler def res tactic. We can jump that up to 46 def and 48 res. And if you have Heart's Blade, you can jump that to 49 def and 51 res.
Yeah, that's really cool. Awesome. Alrighty, let's see what else we got there. Seriously, that was a fantastic Marisa. Good job.
And with Heart's Blade, you would be able to push that attack to 71 as well. And your speed would be sitting at 45, even if you don't have any buff in speed.
Alright, we got a random one here. So let's just see what we got. This is, of course, Demi-Fiend's Lucas, I believe? Yep, they're mixed.
Oh boy, Demi-Fiend.
They're mixed bulk Lucas, apparently. And I've been seeing a lot of people use Lucas a lot more now because of this. Like, good God. So, with Fortress Defense Res 3, you get up to nearly 50 defense without batting an eye.
My face when you get ployed by a Lucas of all things. The worst part is it actually works, especially if you have a legendary hero like Guntra next to him.
You're right! Holy crap, that's amazing!
If you have someone like Guntra, next to him, giving him an extra 4 res, you hit 38 res, makes your ploy a lot more consistent. So it could be considered a really good teammate for your Lucas. Other than this, I have not much else to say. It's pretty consistent.
Yep. All right, back over onto Twitter real quick. We're going to take a look at Tom Max.
Maybe change close def to quick repose so you have a way to actually proc Ignis every fight.
Ooh, that's a good idea. God, you are full of good ideas tonight. Whatever time it is. Seriously. All right, so we're going to take a look at Tom, or Tummies. Thank you, Tom Mac, for sending this in, by the way.
I need food in my tummy.
Oh my goodness gracious me.
Also disrupt so you can hit back with fire sweep.
Yeah, that's nice. That is such a unique combination. I love that.
I think it's literally the first time I've seen this type of combo. I know it's a combo that exists, it's just not many people use it.
I know, right? And yet, for those who don't know, if you actually use Null C Disrupt and then you have like a fire weapon, a fire sweep weapon, it actually counters that out. So therefore, with the fire sweep weapon, you can you'll be able to counter. Is basically what I'm trying to say.
You can basically initiate and
not get countered.
Completely fine. Don't get countered. And then when you're in enemy phase, you can still hit back. And also, if you're dealing with a healer, you can kill it through Null C Disrupt.
Yep.
Because you have distant counter.
Pretty much. That is really awesome. Also, I see your C skills are pretty decked out as well, at least in some regard. Infantry Pulse is a really nice pick for her.
I don't know about that. Her HP is a bit low.
Oh wait, 42. Honestly, I mean, it's a rarer skill, I would say, but...
It kind of depends also on your team comp.
Yeah, well, I would say Res Tactics is a bit weird, but I'm guessing, and just assuming you're running her in a Tactics team, which will probably run the whole gambit around there, but considering the fact that her Res is probably her lower stat, I would assume that you would probably want someone to buff her Res more than anything.
Yeah, that is correct. That would definitely help her.
Yeah.
Attack def res mostly would be a stat that you want to get buffed.
Yeah.
Maybe change the boon to speed plus so you don't have to buff her speed and then run speed tactic instead.
That's not a bad idea. Holy crap. But that requires killing a legendary Lyn. Maybe you got one from that anniversary banner. All right.
Or Ilger. Ilger also has speed tactic.
All right, so we have this lovely one from Egg over here. This is a Reyson that they just recently made, so we're going to take a look at that. Okay, guys, I know that I realize that some of you are kind of upset if we can't get you in there. I know, I don't want to... I'm not trying to exclude anyone, okay? I swear, it's just... It's really hard when there's so many people sending in codes. I hope you can understand, okay? All right. So, this is a Reyson that was sent in. It has sturdy impact. Okay. Oh my goodness.
That's what, like 58, 65 attack?
Yep, somewhere around there.
It can kind of work.
Yeah, that'll work. I mean, it's a different build than what I usually see with Reyson, you know?
Yeah, Reyson typically wants Fortress Def Res.
I mean,
that's what I run on mine.
I mean, yeah, you can do that. But I would say, honestly, just it's a fun build. It's a different one. It's not something I'm used to. But if you really want to go... I wish I could see your abilities right now. Like, I wish I could just...
I'm not sure about Vantage with sturdy impact. That's very strange.
Say that again?
Vantage with sturdy impact.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Desperation might work.
Yeah, Desperation would probably work better, because he does have 41 speed.
Yep.
But then again, we can't really see his other abilities, although he does have another tab of it, actually, so let me go take a look at that real quick since we can. He also has life and death as well, actually. I would say I'm not so into the life and death myself, but
yeah, me either. Like the thing that really sells Reyson as a unit is his def and res, which is why I say for def res is probably his best A slot. My Reyson, for instance, is +4. I'm going to go for +10, but he would basically hit over 40 def and res with buffs. That's just how bulky he can hit. So life and death really works against that part of him.
All right, let's try Bay Blazemon Anime Fan Show. That's a very long name, by the way, but I like it. It's just very long. Maybe
let's Beyblade.
Let's Beyblade. They let's see what we got here, shall we? I'm going to type in your friend code while this Reyson dances around on screen. Mind me. Let's see here.
But he sings, he doesn't dance.
Oh. Don't start that with me, I swear to God. Alright, let's just take a look. See, we have a Camilla, and they are... I mean, Life and Death on Camilla. That's a very odd option. But it can work. Obviously, you have 39 speed, 43 attack. If I were to say anything, I would probably say go on with more merges, because Camilla is one of those units that really excels when you merge her more.
Yeah, because every stat she has is important.
Yeah, every stat that she has is really quite high up there, at least middle ground, and the more you go up, the more it,
Remind me about Camilla's axe. Does the attack and speed +4 work in every phase, or just when she initiates?
If unit is within 2 spaces of a cavalry or flying ally, grants attack and speed +4 during combat. So.
Okay, so it's multi-phased.
Mm-hmm. So as long as you're in I would say you're probably going to run this Camilla with a flying team, right? So,
yep.
Works well with a mixed team. I would say, yeah, that's definitely something to go with. But you can also do a lot of crazy things with Camilla that I just absolutely adore. Like
Camilla works really. Camilla can be insane also as a buffer with stuff like Est.
Yep.
Slap two golds next to Est with her also having her weapon, and that's. You're looking at 14 attack speed, 3 def, 3 res on Est.
And reminder that, as a unit later on, the more you get up there, you may not see it right now, but her res value is going to go up a lot more, especially with that. So, you can make her into a pretty solid, enemy phase unit as well, if you do decide to go with it. Just get rid of life and death and, sack on something like a stance effect, or maybe even distant counter, and you will see her do really well there as well.
You could also run flyer formation with attack dev bond as your seal skill, and then just teleport around and have 4 attack and speed, because you have at least 1 flyer. So as long as the other flyers around you are going to just have a ton of attack, and if they also have gold flyer, well, she will hit insane amount of attack.
Hey, Grand Order Gaming, I'm going to be taking a look at your unit next, but thank you for sending in that Camilla, by the way. It's really
Someone in the chat tells you to don't forget to drink water.
Yeah, I may need to take a second. We may have a little slight intermission in a second here, guys, because I've been talking so long, and I'm kind of getting winded a little bit. Well, just my mouth is dying. It's dry. All right, so we have this. This is their first +10. This is Grand Order Gaming's first +10. That, of course, is Nino, and oh boy, Nino. Well, Okay, well, I'm seeing a lot of odd little things here, but I do see that you are running with Iris's Tome with the even abilities. That's a good option. That is a good, solid idea.
I'm guessing this is an arena bonus unit. Well, just a unit that... a cheerleader. There we go. That's the term I'm going for.
Perhaps, yes.
Because if you're going for a cheerleader, I might want to switch guard to a chill skill instead.
Dan S., can you send me those messages again? Because I'm having some issues with YouTube as well as Discord, and Twitter is currently exploding. So if you want, send it again, please. I'm so very sorry, but guys, this is just so much, and every time I think I have it right, it just doesn't go right. Oh my god. Alright, so...
Also, if you want more score in Arena, instead of Growing Wind, you might want to have Aether, since that's 500.
Well, give a second. I mean, she has Miracle as well. How odd. So, let's just see. Honestly, with this, you could also technically use a bit of a different B skill if you feel it's necessary. You already have Desperation, so you're pretty much set there. Here's a little fun thing that you can do as well. Since you already have Iris's Tome, and this already has Even Wave, you could technically find Odd Attack Wave and attach it to her as well. I'm not sure if you actually have that. Let me go take a look-see. And when you use that, that means that you have a plus attack every turn, no matter what. In and out.
Another thing you can do is rally up res plus. That way you're buffing every stat on every second turns. By 6.
Oh, hi, Comic. How are you doing?
Or, actually, no.
Comic, do you want to... Comic, do you want to join the call real quick? Because Jay, you're awesome too, but I'd love to have Comic in here too.
That works.
I need to have a second because, guys, I need something to drink. I'm parched, like, really, really badly. Oh, okay, well, oh my goodness.
But yeah, to continue about that, Nino, you might want to have even Speed Wave as your C skill, and then even Rally Res Up Plus as your assist. That way you can buff every stat by 6.
Yep.
Every second turn.
My level 9 Valoria. I'm just gonna pull him in here real quick. Okay.
All right.
Oh yes, that's right. Zia, that's the person I was trying to dig up and put on the stream. Zia, I got you. Yes, I will have you in a second because I promised you last time.
Nanny?
Zia, yes, last time sent in this lovely Corrin, and I meant to show it, but I didn't. I just kind of had a momentary lapse and things. Sorry, pal. Making dinner at the moment. You have failed me. Okay, guys, I will be right back real quick. I need something to drink, or else I'm going to actually die. So, BRB.
I don't know. Bars isn't trash at all. I've used them in one of my arena run on stream, and let's just say it was pretty easy. Drink the holy water. I just drank water, so it's good. Nakoruru, all I see is once Pepsi, stay hydrated. Oh jeez. So many results have been piss poor, so like, well, I can...
Alright, I'm back, sorry about that.
That's fair enough. I mean, I know it's more like a high-end skill that you could go for, even.
Oh, thank you, Grand Order, for the lovely super chat. Hey, thanks for checking out my Nino. Thing is, my summoning results have been piss poor, so like I can't get those good skills. Also, I'm in Feather Hell, so can't get Chill Attack from Garnif. Aw, bud, you'll get it. If my summoning luck can turn around, yours can as well. I think we can all agree on that.
I mean, at the end of the day, you have to understand the tips I'm giving are not meant to be tips that you can do instantly. It's just more like an eye-hand thing.
Yeah, it's just kind of like oh, okay, well you have these. You know, here's how you can improve. We're not saying you have to do it right away. We're not saying it's something that is like necessary. It's just like, well, if you want to take it even further, try this. You know. So don't take it as a serious, thing. Just kind of work with what you got. All right, so here's that Reyson, by the way, again, and then we're gonna go take a look at Zia's Corrin that they made. Alrighty. So this is the Corrin that I have been presented. Let's see.
A bit lot of speed, I guess.
Yeah, that is a lot of speed.
Then again, it kind of depends on if you have someone buffing speed on your party. If you have someone buffing speed on your party, that speed is completely unneeded. I would just go for a res refine instead. That way you have 44 def, 35 res.
And I'm sure that Zia may actually have different, like based on the HM and the SP growth, I'm assuming that you probably have more. But we also, I mean, the A skill Fury is, this is a really solid infantry unit, Corrin, as a unit. I would say you could probably use something even better like a stance skill if you really feel like it's necessary.
Or attack res bond is also a decent option.
Yeah, a bond skill.
Winter Cecilia.
Yep, a bond skill. I see you already have flashing blades, so therefore you could technically take advantage of that.
So like if you change, say, the refine to res, and then on top of this run attack res bond, you have 44 def and 40 res. Or wait, no, you have a bit less because Fury is not there. So 41 def and 37 res.
Yeah, that's a solid addition.
Without actually getting hurt every time you fight.
Not only that, but I see that you also already, without the weapon refine there, you technically already have fairly high speed, like 47, and then of course
again,
44, I believe, right?
Sorry, what?
With Fury, without Fury, she'll have 44 speed. If I'm
and if you change the refine, that goes down to 41. But like I said, if you have someone to buff your speed, that should be still fine.
Yeah. So with 41 speed, you're going to do just fine. So you could technically use something else in the A skill that just either buffs your, another skill, or another stat, something like a stance skill, a bond skill. It's really, really up to you.
If you don't have anything to buff your speed, like speed tactic, then of course that's another matter entirely, and your build is about as fine as you can make it. Maybe change the B skill to something different, but other than this looks fine.
Alright, well, let's move on to the next unit. This one comes from Faux Paradox. who has been...
Like, if you want to actually make your tank last longer with Fury, Mystic Boost is also a good option. Or no follow-up again.
So let's take a look at this. Oh, man. I can actually, talk again. Although I'm pretty sure I'm losing my voice. Okay.
Also, Corrin is over the text.
Yes, I know. I'm typing in the friend code right now, so, you know. Last time I actually had... Okay, this is something I just want to warn you guys about. This is why I'm trying to make sure that I don't display your friend codes in the actual, because as much fun as it would, I had people get, kind of just bugged by that. And people just kind of... I mean, it's fine to send friend requests and things like that, so if you ever really just want more friends, guys, feel free to use the friend codes in the comments, just that's kind of the fun bit there. All right. So, they made a Valoria that they're pretty happy with, so let's see what we got here, shall we? And move away, Corrin. All right, well, plus speed, not bad, not bad.
Oh, okay, I see. One thing about AoEs, and that's probably something a lot of people don't know, so I'm going to take the time to explain it. AoEs are not taking stuff like Death Blow in consideration. Brazen are not taken in consideration. Your only thing that are taken in consideration are your stats in battle and nothing else.
Yeah.
So, for instance, this is why a lot of builds using Ophelia, which is an AoE machine, uses Life and Death. Because that's the best skill to boost your attack.
Because it just boosts it naturally. See,
exactly.
It's the natural stat, and I don't believe it also... Does it count buffs as well, like actual... I don't recall.
Yeah, actual visible buff.
Yeah,
but
okay.
drives... Basically, to make it simple, is everything that gives you stat in combat or during combat, those don't count. It's just stat that are just
It's
stats.
just as long as these visible numbers go up, you will do more damage with them. So
exactly. So Death Blow might be a bit inconsistent as a result if you're going to go for an AoE.
So Life and Death may be a better option for you there. At least if you want to use her as an AoE machine.
However, do understand, if you go for an AoE set with this, with Life and Death, your speed is going to skyrocket to stupid amounts, so it might be a good option to just change your boon to attack once you get a second version of her or something like this.
If you ever do, but still, it's kind of a fun one. You'll still do a lot of damage with her, even without, having to have that, but Life and Death is a very good option. And then maybe, and you could technically also, you don't necessarily... I mean,
no, she does.
Yeah, you need to keep Flashing Blade. Honestly, now that I think about it, yep, okay. I'd just change Death Blow if you feel it. If you want
basically.
To. And there you go. That's
the rest looks pretty fine.
Yeah, that looks no mo soda. Sotar? Is this like what is wrong with me today? Other than the obvious. All right, okay, Lion Prince. I'm gonna get you now because I'm pretty sure I promised I would get you soon, so I'm going to get you now. So let's take a look at what you got. Oh god, I'm not going to type in your full friend code here. Instead, take a look at this lovely Corrin while I do this. Alright. Oh, did I not type that incorrectly? Okay. Oh, I mixed this up. I'm an idiot. There's supposed to be a 3 there instead of a 2. I'm dumb! Woo! Alright, let's see. So Kovu sent in this Marth, and I remember them asking me about it. And yes, this is a Marth, alright. He definitely has all of the abilities to buff his friends out, which is what his intention is meant to be. At least with that Falchion. Pretty fine.
Don't forget to remove the Corrin.
Yes, that is true. I forgot the Corrin is up there for the friend code. There we go. There's the Marth. Alright, so we have Falchion. And, of course, Fury 4. Oh my goodness. But Fury 4 is to offset with a Renewal 3.
And Falchion itself.
And Falchion itself, that's right. Start of every third turn, and then when you refine it, it becomes second turn. And then, let's see what else you got here. You have a lot of skills, that's for dang sure.
Another option you could go, because I saw you run drive attack and drive speed. If you're fine with being next to another unit, you could also just run double spurs instead, like spur attack speed from Soph, and then spur def res seal.
True.
basically pushes your buff to 5 to all stats if you're next to the unit you wish to buff.
Yep, I mean, he already technically has a really nice, ability built into his Falchion based around allies. And you're already seemingly made to be like that, so it doesn't, I'm not so sure about Fury 4, but, then again, what does it matter, because you already have 2 renewals, basically. You have your Falchion, you have Renewal 3. I'm just going to look over the rest of the B skills real quick.
If you want him to be only a support unit, Fortress Death Res might be better than Fury 4, but otherwise this is fine. This is perfect.
Yeah. I mean, technically, you could also probably use something like... if you really wanted to go insane, by the way... Oh, God. What the heck? What? Oh, my God. I think my...
Did your tablet die?
What just happened? Uh-oh. Oh, no!
Uh-oh, spaghetti.
Oh, God.
What happened?
I'm pretty sure the charging cable for this one is dead. Like, it doesn't properly function.
Oh.
So
No.
I think my tablet just died, guys, and this might actually mean... Oh, boy. I don't... wow, I've never had that happen before. Hold on 1 second, guys. A little bit of technical difficulties. Not as much as I was hoping this would go with. Alright. You know what?
You could try to work with Memu, I guess.
That would require installing it all and getting it set up.
Ah, okay.
Okay, yeah, okay. That's weird. I'm gonna try and see... Damn it! Alright, you know what? We're gonna have to... I don't think we're gonna be able to continue on with this one right now. With how this is. Because the tablet, the charging cable's not working. I don't have a USB cable to replace that. So I'm gonna have to go and get one. Like, go down to a store and physically get a replacement cable.
I mean, you can still take screenshot from, like, Twitter.
Yeah, we're gonna have to...
That's basically all we can do.
This is all we can do right now. So we're gonna do a few more from Twitter, and then we're gonna have to call it a day. But, in exchange for that, how about tomorrow we do another one? You don't need to be there, Jay. I'll try and handle it myself.
Yeah. Tomorrow I can't really, because that's the day I stream.
But, we'll try and do with what we can. I'm so sorry. God.
Someday I could be here, though.
It's no biggie on that. You killed my tablet, guys. At least you killed my USB cable, but...
snap its neck.
Just so you know, by the way, when it comes to expenses on this channel, I go through a USB cable every month for this tablet. Because,
Jesus.
So, that's because I have to have, it plugged in constantly, everything. Yeah, it could be a lot. Alright, so let's check on Twitter real quick. And, unfortunately... damn it, Friends Without Sarcasm, I would totally love to take a look at your Shigure. You sent it in, I know you did. 1 second, I'm just going to do this real quick. Ignore that. Alright, let's take a look and see what we got. That was not my tablet, that was just, it's a foam piece of my keyboard. That, it's the armrest, so I just smack it against the desk a little bit. Alright. Sorry.
But yes, Aegis, if you want me to be around, I can be there for Sunday, just not really Saturday.
Oh, hey, look, there's that. I don't know why that's there. Okay. Apparently, that is... I was turning back on the unit thing, and it switched over to that. Oh, God. Apparently, that's still in my download folder. There we go. There's a Noe. Alright, so this Noe comes to us from Senor Puffkins. This is their Noe. How do you feel about their Noe? She can use Panic Ploy. That's
brazen with quick riposte.
Yes.
One that requires you to be at high HP, and the other one requires you to be at low HP.
Yes. I mean, one. What is it? It's 80% for one, and then you need to be like 70% for the other. At least, between those two. Yeah, that's going to be a bit of a hard one to actually manage in some regard.
If anything, again, I hate to be a broken record, but you could just go for a bond skill. And
I'm
the
pretty
tag
sure
bond is available on Rutger.
Guys, did you know that there's bond skills and you can use them?
Bond skills are typically fantastic for units that are meant to be tanks.
Yeah,
So this
yeah.
is ideal for her. And you can combo this with another attack def Bond as the seal, and then run panic ploy by killing, say, I think it's
Volter
Garen.
or Garen.
Garen has it at 4-star, I think.
Oh yeah, Garen does. So
Yeah, that would be a good option.
that,
Savage Blow also kind of.
yeah, Savage Blow. I was about to say Savage Blow is a very weird C option. The reason why I say that is because
it works on initiation.
Yeah, it works on initiation, and not only that, but as it is, when it comes to being this tanky source, which is what Noe's meant to be, at least, based on her stats, it's kind of an odd option because you could have a lot more available there. Certain
Attack
skills.
smoke.
Yeah, certain skills that will debuff enemies who are attacking you, or maybe skills that will buff up your allies. I'm sure you probably have those, but also thumbs up for at least knowing a proper usage for Panic Ploy, because a lot of people kind of forget that Noe actually has a bulky amount of health. Like, seriously.
Yeah. But yeah, like, Panic Ploy would be better as a C skill than Attack Def Bond as the A. Or Attack Res Bond, that's also an option if you want to kill Cecilia instead. And Attack Def Bond as the seal. Or another Attack Res Bond when that becomes a seal. It really is up to you. You could also run Attack Smoke if you want their bulk to matter even more.
Yeah. All right. Okay, we're going to do one more Twitter thing, and then I'm going to go run down to the store and get this USB thing, because I need to get... unfortunately... is your... Okay, well, let me take a look at that Alm. Talking Alm. I have an Ophelia. I also have an Ophelia here, so we'll do those two, and then I'm going to go and get this USB cable, because this was bad timing. I'm so sorry, guys. It's my life. That's basically what it is.
Don't hurt yourself over this.
I'm not hurting over it. It's just me kind of going, it's my luck. Just sitting there going, damn it.
Not again.
Yeah, but I go through a USB maybe every month or so, and a USB cord. Yeah, that's because I have to have it plugged in. Not only does that use the USB, but the USB ties in with HDMI. Oh god, it's not. I'm pretty sure that this is the Alm that was sent in. Is it Matt Choice who sent that in, by the way? Plus speed demands. Yeah. Man.
Speed Plus is one of the best boon for Idunn, honestly.
What now?
I said Speed Plus is one of Idunn's best boons.
Yeah, Idunn. Wouldn't it be Idunn? Because I'm pretty sure it's Idunn. That D is meant to be whatever.
Yeah, I know.
Icelandic. I'm okay. I'm gonna go with this Alm. I'm pretty sure this is the Alm that was sent in to me. And then, man. Alrighty. So we have a Falchion, a +10 Alm with Sturdy Impact. Well, that would work with his. That would work with Brave Lion and his Falchion skill, wouldn't it? Like it would.
Yep.
It would guarantee
Double
him
Lion.
Double Lion. It just.
The one thing I would say though is you're better off with just DB4 comboed into Mystic Boost.
If you happen to have that is. Like, if you saw this and went, okay, I don't have Death Blow 4, Sturdy Impact, then yeah, that's great. Sturdy Impact's cool.
That's definitely the second best choice.
Renewal is also great, but yeah, as a Mystic Boost will do a better job at providing him the benefits that he needs, because remember...
Because he just heals after combat.
Yeah, he just heals afterwards, he takes that little bit of damage there, and then, it's back.
So in other words, if he actually ends up killing the enemy with the first 2 hits... He heals back to full, he's ready to use Double Lion again.
Yep.
So
that's a good option, and I wish I could actually see your skill setup there. But, well, that's just not how it is right now, unfortunately.
Another thing is you could run Heavy Blade with Gale Force instead of Bonfire.
Jordan, do me a favor right now. Send it to me right now. I will do it for you right now. Send that tweet to me right now. And we also have this Ophelia that this person's proud of as well. That person, of course, is... Let me just make sure I have it on the list here.
Also, like I said, Gale Force can work really well with this type of set on Alm, because if you run that with Heavy Blade, you can just go kill something.
Oh god, I'm sorry.
Kill something else.
RZL, I don't know if you're watching this, but I love you just for that picture there with Fear with the gun. That's great. Oh boy. Oh my god, there's so many. I would love to look over everyone's... Guys, I'm just going to take the time real quick, okay, before we continue on with this. I want to say thank you guys so much for everything. Thank you so much for dealing with me over the last year or so. I know we've had our ups and downs, and I know things have been kind of weird lately, but thank you so much. It's thanks to you and, you know, these streams like this that I love and enjoy every last moment with you guys. It really means a lot, okay?
Gotta admit, it's basically the same thing for me. If it wasn't for the fact that I can stream working on video and just have fun talking with people, I would not be able to do shit.
Yeah, like, right now...
I would have stopped doing YouTube a long time ago.
Like, life has been really, really hard for me the last little while, and it's thanks to you guys that I'm even able to pull it through, because I can come in, sit down with you guys, chat with you, talk to you about Fire Emblem Heroes, talk to you about everything that I enjoy, and have fun with you. And that's what I really love doing. Oh, yes, that's right. Okay, well, we have a few tweets right here that I'm going to go through real quick. We have that Gordon.
Oh, boy.
That Gordon! Oh my god, that Gordon! I remember that now. Ah!
5 points! Ugh. Also, oh boy, that Ophelia. So, typical Ophelia build. If you don't know how to build an Ophelia, this is simple. Life and Death, Special Spiral, Blazing Wind. The rest don't matter. Or, well, Artie Bearing as the seal can be a good option also. Because the thing is, Ophelia is just meant to be an AoE nuker. If you have Special Spiral, she just charges herself after proccing it, so she can go again. Life and Death is there just so she has more attack. There you go.
Yep.
Ow, nuts!
Oh my god, I have so many of these. Let's just go through the top list here on... Okay, we're going to go through the top bit here that we have right now on Twitter, and then we're going to be ending this stream, because I have to go and buy that USB cable. But, alright, so we're going to be starting with this Noe from Nicholas, and I'm just going to work my list way up. I have a few here, and then we'll continue on. Okay, so first up is that Noe. Wait, I'm pretty sure we already did this Noe, actually. Nope, new Noe. This is a different Noe. This one comes to us, and also, by the way, I mean, this Ophelia right here is pretty much what you would expect from a Noe, I guess. Not Noe, Ophelia. AoE, you know, just meant to be AoE. But here's some fun things you can do with Ophelia. Special Spiral is a really great option for her, if you have
Special Spiral, Life and Death, Blazing Wind.
Yes.
Just
yep,
cancer
there you go. Yep. There's a reason why she's an AoE machine. Like,
this is why she's the most broken unit of 2018. She kills Surtur with this set.
Yeah, it's outrageous. All right, so next up is this Noe from Nicholas. Nicholas, let's take a look-see, shall we? Warding Breath. Well, I mean, that's picking up
41.
Yep, that's picking up on where you want to have your weaknesses. You know, you have the lower res, so upping that is a great idea. Quick Riposte, good option. Odd res wave. Okay, distant defense. I would probably say if you really wanted to go with something amazing as well, you could go with any of the, I would say, you know, just based on what I'm thinking, attack defense bond might be a good option too, just for her.
Yeah, that's also a good option, especially since you have Auto Res Wave to off-balance it.
Yeah, I mean, like, that way, you already know what your weaknesses are with Noe, so therefore, you know, having something like that in your S skill is really quite nice, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
So, cool.
Attack Death Bond is absolutely, like, one of the best seal of this game. Outside of Heavy Blade, I can't think of anything that's just nearly as good. There's just so many units that can use it.
Alrighty, moving on. We also have this leaf from some guy on a site, as they call it. Okay, well, we have an Aether-wielding, distant counter-using, special spiral spamming leaf. And I see that you also have even res wave, and you have gone with a res refine on your slaying edge as well. So therefore...
That's another unit that would love to have attack res bond.
I know, right?
The seal.
Yeah, I know, right? Whenever that comes out, if that ever happens, you know exactly what to do with your leaf, bud. Seriously, just stack that on there. But no, you know, I like it when people know the weaknesses of their characters. They look at their stats and they go, okay, I want to make them like this, so therefore I'll do it like that, you know? You know your res is weak, so you put in that, you know, you put an even res wave, you put in slaying edge. I'm still debating how good it's going to be, but with distant defense, even res wave, that's going to be well over the decent amount of res that you need to at least handle a mage. Not only that, but 42 speed, you'll be able to double them and hopefully not be doubled right back. No, that's great.
The good thing also with Special Spiral is that you'll just, after you proc your first time, you'll get hit back, and because you have so much speed, you'll hit back again, most likely, and proc it. The problem with that, though, is you'll already have done damage to the unit, so you might not be able to take as much advantage from the heal as you want to take, but that's kind of just the problem with this type of set. Other than this looks fine.
Oh, my goodness.
This man loves his bond skills. I mean, they're just absolutely insane. That's just what it is.
Slayer, didn't I get your Xander? I'm pretty sure you did. Sorry, Oh my goodness.
Is it the one with Fury 4?
I don't know. Let me go and take a look. I need to see.
That's the Xander we've seen before.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. No, it is not. It is not the same Xander.
Okay, so it's a different one.
Mm-hmm. Let me just... God damn it. The one problem with Twitter is that it saves pictures as such a weird format sometimes. Anyways, moving on, we have a legendary Marth. Hopefully. There we go. Legendary Marth, that is plus 10. Oh, God. Okay. That's a spicy meatball.
Oh, Special Spiral. I've pointed this out a lot for people that have been, on my Discord, but Special Spiral is not really fantastic for him. And also, 49 speed. You don't need 61 speed, because that's what he hits after speed tactic. Or... Even
speed wave, yeah.
Or,
I would say
50, it's just so much speed. You want more attack than speed.
I would say if you want to, just put on a maybe change that to even attack wave or something else. Something that is more attack based. But Special Spiral, I don't know. I don't really know how to feel about that one because I like Special Spiral. I'm not sure why you would say that it doesn't work.
It doesn't really help all that much because at the end of the day, unless you're dealing with something like Guard or Special Fighter, you're going to proc it anyway.
Oh, that's
because
true.
It's only 2 cooldown, so
yeah,
it doesn't really help all that much. Still, it's also taking your B skill. And no follow-up can work with your speed a lot more. Wrath can really combo into it really well. Brazen combos really well also for your seal. If you have Brazen Attack Res, for example, you hit 39, 35.
Yep.
And then if you buff your Def Res by 6, that jumps to 5147 bulk.
But I guess the idea is to make sure that you have Fire Emblem up at all times. Doesn't it also buff your allies as well? Or at least buff...
Yes, it buffs your allies if they don't get panicked.
Yeah,
so,
it can be a really. I mean, I'm not gonna shame or say anything bad about Special Spiral, but I would say
Special Spiral is a fantastic skill. It's just not really. It works against you for him. It's like people that runs Wodao with Special Spiral Ira. It's just a worse Wrath.
Yeah,
honestly, worse Wrath Slaying Edge.
Okay, well we have a young Azura and then a Garen to go through.
Also, I know someone said like. Yes, it's based on speed,
but
it's a very small amount. 10 points of speed is just 3 damage. Whereas if you have an extra 3 attack, well, that's just 3 damage on every proc.
Dot King asks, is Oscar even a good unit? Yes, he's a fun one. I like Oscar.
Oscar's a fantastic unit. Yeah. Though I would say Finn does his job better, but if you're planning on merging a unit, Oscar is cheaper, so better by extension.
Alright, so thank you for sending in the legendary hero Marth. I hate to say this, but Jordan, which one of these was yours? Because I don't see you as I'm not sure which one of these was Jordan or not. If he sent it in, god damn it. Because I know I promised him a while back too.
Oh.
Alright, so let's move on to this Azura. Life and Death Azura.
Well, considering you're using a weapon that requires you to be next to someone, there's a little bit of skill called bonds that really come well.
You love bonds. I understand. Just marry them already.
I mean, it just combo well together.
Yeah, well, I mean...
Jordan says that the legendary Marth was in.
That's who I thought it was. It's just kind of hard sometimes. I was pretty sure that was Jordan. I just... it was kind of hard to see, but hopefully we provided some insight for you, Jordan. Love you, bud. All right. Okay. So with this Azura, honestly,
I would say attack def bond might help you to just take a hit.
Not only that, but it also makes you less vulnerable because 13 defense, she's gonna be sliced, and even then, 22 res is gonna be quite painful.
It's technically 17-26 because of her weapon if she has someone next to her, but still, yes.
Not only, but also, as a dancer, I'm sure you understand, or at least a singer for Azura, you probably understand the necessities of this, because...
She's not using Sing.
Yes, I know, but there's a reason why you would want to use the Sing. I'm sure you understand this. Because as a dancer/singer, her BST is going to be lower by default. Then you have to add in the fact that she also is a tome unit, so therefore even more. And it can really be quite harmful. You getting her to 54 attack is pretty cool, and 41 speed, but it does come at a cost, a really big one, at least when it comes to survivability. So maybe I would say the attack option here is really cool, but I'm sure you probably also have the option for when you want to use her as a singer. So
yeah, if you use attack def bond with her weapon, you're still sitting at 22 defense. So if you have something like def tactic to buff her up, that's 68 bulk. It still works, and then you hit desperation, and you have no more problem. Basically.
All right, so that was Sono's young Azura. Now we're gonna go with we also have Cerno or Uli. I'm not sure which to go with. Lucius Fields on Twitter, at least. This is the last one for tonight, guys. That, of course, is a Garen, or as I like to call him, Garone, because that's all he did in his actual game was Garone.
J-Bone really out there today.
What?
Someone just calling out how I keep saying bonds.
What he's trying to tell you guys is that you need to invest in bonds. Go and buy those. You will have to pay taxes when you actually turn them in, but, they age well. Anyways, all right. This is the last unit for today. This is Garen, and this is a pretty... the one thing I love about Garen is that he's actually really probably one of the best, at least to me, Grail units that you can really plus 10. Just because he's a very odd mixture of an infantry with some very... bulky stats, at least when it comes to the defensive options.
I believe I rank Garen on my tier list as A+.
Yeah, he's really...
Because Tiki can do a lot of things that he does, and even though the res is a bit weak, at the end of the day, Tiki has a much better pref.
I mean, well, maybe, but I would say that you really will get a lot more mileage out of him if you plus 10 Garen too. At least just from what I can tell, he's a really great free unit, at least when you merge him. But, I would say probably change out that, I'm gonna sound like a certain friend here. Maybe use one of those bond skills in that, that S slot. Maybe the one that gives defense and attack. That would be pretty cool. That's just because, you're gonna be using him as a defensive line anyways, and he does not have the speed to benefit from attack speed. So maybe go attack defense.
Well, he kind of needs quick riposte also.
Yes, Guard is okay, but...
Guard is pretty good for him, but if you're going to use Guard, you'll need quick riposte in the seal slot.
And
that's basically what it is.
Yeah, if you're going to use Guard, use quick riposte in the seal slot, and if you're going to go with, maybe something else with, like, a bond, or even, I'm trying to think, close defense, something like that if you don't have...
Close or distant defense.
Yeah, you can obviously fit that into the S slot and just use quick riposte in the B. I think that's a solid option, right?
Yep.
Alright, guys. That is the end of stream today, but we will be back tomorrow, and just so we're clear, for those who sent in their units today, I will be saving them all and making sure that we have them to continue tomorrow with the friend codes and everything, because of the technical difficulties we had today. So you don't have to resend anything in, you don't have to resubmit any of it, but the community tab may be a bit dead because of everything going on with the spam filters. So... I may need to figure out a way to do that. If you sent it via the community tab, I'll get something out there to hopefully help with that. But thank you guys for watching. I love you all so much, and I hope to see you all very, very soon. Oh, God. Catch you nerds later. Bye.
A nice one.